What's up, YouTube? Alright, so I was talking to someone and they wanted me to do a video on this because I rant too much about these certain things that just like my ticks, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna do a little rant video. I'm doing this from scratch, so there's gonna be some uhs and ahs, and just hang with me, okay? Alright. See, when I was ranting, I wish I would have made this video now. I mean, when I was ranting, I was ranting 2 days ago, probably. And, I was just ranting on and on and on about this topic. My friend agrees with me. She wants me to pretty much make a video on it, get other people's opinions on it. Maybe I'll stop ranting about it if I just got it all out. So this is how I am going to get this all out. Alright, so title of the video, what should I name this video? Why anti-religion is the way to go. I guess I'll put that as the title. Why anti-religion. Why being anti-religious is the way to go. That's going to be the title. Alright, now this is going to be a touchy subject, but I don't mind talking about religion because I hate religion anyway, so I love talking about religion. This is what I studied for a long ass time. I've read the Bible, I read it all since 8th grade. I was studying all this stuff, just finding all these flaws within it and taking it to a debate. Now a debate about it, and it's pretty fun debating with people, especially when you get them cornered and they can't do anything. It's gotten to the point where I've got some closed-minded family, and one of them he really doesn't like that I don't like religion, and so he wanted to debate with me, but we debated. I won. He couldn't stand the fact that I won. I just knew the Bible better than him, I guess, and he just couldn't take it. He kept calling my mom up, and I had to block him from my Facebook, so he'd leave me alone, because he wouldn't leave me alone about it. That's something that happens when you do debates. Sometimes you get people like that, because when I've been in a debate with the person was my friend, but we would debate, and if they would start losing in the debate, like they start sounding stupid, they would start calling people names, like, they just went all out with the names, like cunt and fuck you and all this. It's like, it's making it worse on your loss. But some people just can't accept defeat when it comes to these things. And sometimes you just gotta accept defeat. You can't do it once you're cornered. And that's why I've studied all these, so I can easily corner someone and they can't do anything. First, I'm gonna talk about hypocrites. There are so many hypocrites within Christianity, Muslim, all these majority religions here in America. There are so many hypocrites. Like, it's no joke. Gluttony. You got the 7 deadly sins, and then you got those people who claim that they're Christian or whatever, and they sin all through the week, and Sunday they go to church, repent, and they go do it all again and repent on Sunday. Gluttony is a big one. I see fat people all the time, and no, it's not medical. So don't even try to bring that up here, because you can tell when something's medical and when something's not medical. And some of these people are really gluttonous. And gluttony is a big no-no when it comes to those religions. And you got selfishness. I see selfishness all the time. People in today's society doing drugs. They're claiming they're Christian, and they're doing all these drugs and smoking, and that's a type of selfishness, and that's against the Bible too. People smoking just regular cigarettes, that's a selfishness too, and you started that selfishness, and it's and then the thought of a repent system is just kind of stupid, because that basically gives you the right to go do whatever, repent, you're good to go. I mean, doing that's like saying like a pedophile, he gets a kid and he does stuff with the kid, but he's okay if he goes repent. And, I don't like that. And I mean, there's just hypocrites all in these religions. Like, I see Christians judging people all the time, throwing Bibles at people. In Christianity they do believe, and I'm pretty sure Muslims believe, and all these religions believe in this. Theirs is the right one. Therefore, if you do not believe in what they believe in, they will force it on you, or they will, they will talk to you about it and they will tell you about it. That's usually how it goes. I mean, through my high school, I was always having Bibles thrown at me. People wanted me to go to the Christian club we had in school because they knew I didn't like that stuff. I don't like Christianity at all. I don't like any of those religions because of how hateful they are. And they're constantly judging, putting their Bibles in your face, and that's something that's against the Bible too. You can't be doing that, because I thought only God could judge, not His people. His people are out there throwing Bibles at people. Like, you go to a Slayer concert, you'll see those people out with the Bibles and stuff. That's judging. That's hypocrisy right there. And you got those Christians that are protesting gay marriage, and that's a type of judging. You're judging. That's a hypocrisy right there. And yeah, you can repent all you want, but you're going to end up doing it again. And that's another thing I really can't stand. I cannot stand the repent system, because that makes them think that they can get away with so much and then repent. And it's like a bunch of bull crap, Another thing and they hate about religion is the violence it brings. I really cannot stand the violence that religion brings. If you open the Quran, it's like the most goriest book you will ever read, but yet they are classified as like the most peaceful religion. Now, okay, you open the Quran, you read it, it's gory, bloody, gruesome. It's like an all-out war, basically. Now, you look at those Muslims who, they act all peaceful and stuff, but then you got the radicals. The book actually makes those radicals, because the radicals are actually following the book word for word. They're doing what is in that book. So therefore, they are more the real Muslims than the Muslims that aren't doing any of that stuff, because they're not actually living by their book. This is why I don't like religion, because it's violent. I mean, the Bible's violent. It's gruesome. The Crusades, the firstborn son of Egypt dying. They killed all those innocent animals when they took over Egypt, and it was like, that's like the most gruesome thing. And this is supposed to be an all-loving God, and He's like doing all this stuff. And there are radical Christians, and those are the people who actually live by the Bible. They live by all that gruesome text and stuff. And see, one of the debates, they're saying I base everything off of the Old Testament, and I'm not doing a lot on the New Testament. I do some stuff on the New Testament. See, I like the Old Testament better, because the Old Testament is the original. The New Testament is just some new shit. You can't update that shit. I mean, come on. Come on. That just sounds stupid. I mean, when's Bible 3.0 gonna come out, 4.0. Where's 5.0? We need the updates. I mean, see how stupid that sounds? The New Testament, Old Testament, I go by the Old Testament. Old Testament is like the most gruesome ass thing. New Testament is sugar-coated, but of course there is still some gory stuff in there too. There is gory stuff in the New Testament too. You cannot camouflage. See, this is what I mean. When I watch these, there's a show called The Bible. They don't bring up all that gruesome sexist. They don't bring up the sexist stuff. They don't bring up the gruesome stuff. They don't bring up any of the murders. hell, the only show that I've actually seen bring up the firstborn son of Egypt dying was the Rugrats. And when I was a little kid, I did not know, because when I was a kid, I wasn't paying attention to church and stuff, because I was raised Christian until 8th grade. It was when I went off. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want anything to do with it, because that's when I started reading on these things. And yeah, the Rugrats. They have an episode of the firstborn son of Egypt getting killed. That right there should freaking tell people that this is some gruesome shit, you know. And that's just one of the things I hate too about religion, is it's all gruesome and horrible. And I'm not saying all religions are horrible. I'm just saying the majority ones that are in America. I mean, you got the Mormons. The Mormons are like racists, man. They're racists. Sorry, they're racist. There is proof. It is all in their text. They are racism. They are racist, but they keep diversity, so they wouldn't be. What's it called? You know, like how dorms have to have diversity, or they cannot be a dorm. It's kind of that same boat. It's kind of like that. So they can still be classified as a major religion. They're all good, and you know. But when I see a black Mormon or Chinese Mormon in the book, they're enlisted as deformations in their book. In the Book of Mormon, they are listed as deformations. The black skin was a curse from Satan, and all these deformations were sort of cursed. I think it's the twist of Cain, if I'm not if I'm correct. I don't know. I will look it up. The twist of I don't know if it's the twist of Cain. See, usually when I'm in a debate, I have my notes with me, but I'm pretty sure twist of Cain. But anyway, you can look it up. I'm not looking through all these links, but yeah, black skin is deformation. Actually, if you want to look it up, there is a video on YouTube where they show the banned cartoon that was banned from the 50s because of the image that it brought towards other races. Mormonism is a type of white supremacy, basically. Though it's just they have diversity in their church, so they can still remain in that majority scale. They don't want to get into with the crazies, you know, like Westboro Baptist Church, for example. They're crazies, but to me, all religion is crazies, you know. I mean, and another thing I really hate about religion is, you know, you're trying to please an unnamed God, for one. It's unnamed. It's just God. You're trying to please God. And you're trying to live by these 7 deadly sins, pretty much restraining you from enjoying your life. Like, there's so much restraint when you become religious, and so much restraint when you could just go out there and enjoy your life, you know. Because I mean, if you look at religion, it's all based on fear. If you don't do this, you're going to get damned in hell for eternity. If you break a sin or something, you're going to be punished by God. But yet he's supposed to be this all-loving God, but he'll send people to hell in a heartbeat. And another thing that I really hate about other religions is they totally block out the good people. There are good atheist people who are very loving, caring. They volunteer at like these donation things. They volunteer at soup kitchens and all this stuff. They are literally good people, but yet they can't get access to heaven because they're not Christian. So just because they were good people, they don't get rewarded, which is totally mean, and it's gruesome. There is so much hate within religion, and you know, I really hope this video opens up some eyes, man, because religion needs to die out. And you know, I'm sorry to say, but religion is dying out. Religion is trying its best to stay on the top, but it can't compete with technology. Technology is taking over. You see it as like computers got bigger and bigger. more people started to get on the computer. You can do everything on the computer. Then there started to come out the iPads and iPods. See everyone on those now. Everyone can do everything from their iPod. Technology has taken over, and it's killing religion. That's why you see so many advertisements of churches, and all these churches are trying to get more followers because it's harder now because they got technology that is like taking over, and everyone's got better things to do than go to church. And then you've got better things to do, basically. Another thing I cannot stand is they talk about how loving and caring and don't be greedy. Churches, almost all churches, I don't know because I don't really go to church. I've only been to a few, and I was raised a Pentecostal, and see, they always did offerings, which is the most greedy thing ever. Taking money from people who are trying to better themselves. That's another thing about the Bible. The Bible does not want you to succeed, basically. The Bible keeps you from succeeding. They want you to give all your money in that offering. They want your money. They don't want you to succeed. So therefore you pretty much stay where you are. Some people are lucky. Some people are born in very wealthy families and go to church and give offerings and they don't have a problem. But what about all those people who are trying to better their life, plus go to church, giving offerings and doing all these donation things? It's just a form of selfishness and greed. The donation part is not, but the offerings itself, as in bettering your church. And I'm pretty sure half that money doesn't even go to church. I've seen a bunch of scams. There was a big scam in Atlanta with the church. Guy stole about $13 million from all the followers who offered money. See, that's the thing. It's greed. It's all hypocrisy, man. It's all hypocrisy. Let's see, lust. Lust is a big one. I see, a bunch of people who call themselves Christian, out fucking around. But yet they say they're Christian. They'll go to church Sunday and repent about it. Sex before marriage, that's a big thing. A lot of people have sex before marriage, and those who do are considered sinners. But yet they say, "Oh, I'll just go to church on Sunday and repent. I'll be okay." See, it's just hypocrisy over and over again. It's like a hypocrisy on repeat. You basically repeat yourself being a hypocrite, and then they say, "Well, no one's perfect." Oh, but to be honest, you're not trying to be perfect. You're not trying to please your God enough because you're willing to sin. Which, to me, that's like spitting in his face, basically. I mean, don't get me wrong, I just don't like that they consider themselves Christian. I mean, why can't you just live your life? Then you can do all that stuff. You can do all that stuff if you just want to live your life. Just take out that label, Christianity or Muslim. Just take it out. Live your life. I mean, if you're Mormon, take it out. Mormons can be really, really, for example, this is another reason why I hate religion. Sorry, I'm getting off topic of the Mormon part. Westboro Baptist Church. One of the craziest churches you will ever know. And they disowned their daughter because she didn't want to follow the church. So they don't want nothing to do with her. They threw her out. They said, we disown you. They disowned their own daughter for religion. And that's another thing I hate about religion. Have you ever, you're talking to your grandma or something, and they talk about how God always comes first, Jesus always comes first. You put God and Jesus before your family, which is like, really, really hurts to hear that, because you're living right here, you're right by them, and they tell you God and Jesus is better than you, and they always come first. That hurts, hearing someone say that. That's the mentality of it, man. The mentality is of being in fear all the time, and I cannot stand it. People need to wake up, open their eyes, open the Bible up, and actually see the gruesome and evilness within it. People are people. We need to enjoy our life while we can, and just enjoy your life. I mean, quit living in a mask saying you're Christian and you're going out committing all these sins, and Sunday you just think it's all going to be better. Hell, half the people who do this stuff don't even go to church. They just think praying will do something, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not in their mind, but I just wanted to do topic on this because these kind of things just bother me when I see people who are so hypocritical within their belief, and yet there's some honest ass Christian, but yet they sin so damn much, and it's like, wow. See, this is why you should be anti-religion, anti-religious, atheist, whatever you want to call it. Not all religions are bad, though. I will tell you that. There are religions to where they're based on the self and pleasing yourself, bettering yourself. See, those religions right there, those religions are good because they go by your mood. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Because it's going to keep you happy. Living in fear 24/7 about going to hell or sinning, that don't sound like a fun-ass religion, does it? So why not just live your life and throw out the label, throw out the Christian label, throw out the Muslim, throw out the Mormon label, throw out the any other religion's label, Scientology, all that stuff. Why not just be yourself, Wanted this to be heard, and just a lot of people. If you're wondering why I made this video, there's a show called The Bible. For some reason, that's like the big talk. Everyone's talking about the Bible. Oh my God, such an amazing show, and blah 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 blah. I'm so Christian now because I saw a TV show, and I know the Bible now. I've seen the TV show. Like, how does that sound? I mean, if I was that God and I heard one of my followers say, "You heard of me from a TV show," it's like, oh, I'm not good enough to open up the book. You have to watch someone entertain you about it. You can't open up the book. And another thing, Christianity, they believe that the media is the devil's work. They believe the entertainment business is the devil's work. But yet, you see the Christians have their own channel. That's a sin right there. The media is the devil's work, like it says in the Christian Bible. I mean, it's not like that word for word, but it's in there because they believe that the entertainment business is basically sin. I don't know why. It just is. But I'm gonna get off. This is a 22-minute video. I hope this opens some eyes out there. If not, that's cool too. You're free to do whatever you want. I just wanted to let this message out. And yeah. Peace.